for you, this recording is for you. It's not, you don't come out in it, okay? So there's no need to be shy, okay? The camera can't see you. And this is my back, oh no, that's not it. That was a photo of my face. That's my backup camera in case that one fails. Because what I do is I upload the recordings for you and share them with you between classes. This is a format that you haven't had with me. Your format was much more casual. It was drop in sometimes and drop out, and that was it. Okay, there is some expectation with this format that you study between classes. If you can't, you can't. But I will give you material between classes that you can study and you can follow up with. This is slightly different from the 2 courses that we have done this year because I'm not going to give you so much content. I'm more going to coach you in the world of speaking.
How we learn?
You are going to learn by practicing with coaching. So I will be sending you material like I normally send you, but it will be more like coaching material than content. Yeah, there will be content if it arises, like we talked about, when your own vocabulary comes up in conversation, you can write it down in your books. That's what that's for. You should write your name on the front of it because the idea is that you leave this here for the duration of the course, so you don't have to worry about remembering it and forgetting it. So the first thing we're going to do today is stand up, push your table forward a little bit, push your chair back a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes, please. Wow, you're tall. You're like taller every time I see you. Okay, so posture, relaxation. Okay, I want you to close your eyes. Okay, if you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, don't close your eyes, but close your eyes if you do feel comfortable. And breathe. Okay, in through your nose, into your bellies, not into your chest. Okay, when I say your bellies, you should be breathing here. Okay, you should be trying to breathe down here. Okay, not into your chest. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Sometimes I am guilty of breathing in too much because I'm an overachiever in general. So you don't have to breathe in too much, but you don't want to breathe in too little either. To be able to speak fluently, you need breath. So just focus on your breathing. In, out. You don't have to follow me, you don't have to keep up with me. Just breathe in, breathe out. Okay, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, so while you're breathing, relax your shoulders, like let your shoulders drop. Okay, if you want to wiggle your shoulders or raise your shoulders and drop them, that's cool. But basically we want to concentrate on releasing tension in the shoulders. So we can rotate them back in small circles, not exaggerated circles. We can roll them forward in small circles, not exaggerated circles. Most important thing is concentrating on your breathing, okay? Now, your head and your neck, okay? Small circles with your head, not exaggerated. I'm gonna fling my head around. Just very small circles, round and round. You're painting a circle with the top of your head. And trying to concentrate on your breathing at the same time. Your belly button should be sort of tightened into your yeah, there should be tension in your abdomen, okay? In Spanish it would be ombligo abrochado, pero no es super bikini body. No, it's control and tension in the core. Okay, turn your head the other way now, the opposite direction. Okay, now we can just gently pull the head down to one side. Okay, put your hand on one side of your head and just gently pull. If you stretch the opposite arm a little bit, you get a slightly stronger stretch. Okay. And now the other side. Okay, and hips, yeah, just hips. Just relax your hips. Shake it out, okay? Get rid of the tension. Not like a stick man. Yeah, just, yeah, backwards, forwards, round, just get rid of the tension. And then freestyle, okay? Just whatever you need to, whatever your body asks for, you know? We can't give it everything it's asking for now. Just a little bit of what it's asking for. Okay? And now you can take your seats. That's pretty much all the theory there is for today. Okay? We are going to go almost immediately into practicing speaking. And Estefania, you're going to go first. Just to keep the pressure on. It is a similar exercise to the one that we did the other day. This is flow exercise. So this is not about perfection and not about precision. Te riño luego. Okay? Hello, hello. How are you? Breathe. You can take your coat off and put it there if you want. How are you? You good? You good? Yeah? Okay. Has perdido el ejercicio de relajación. Entonces, lo que te toca es sentarte ahí y relájate. Do you recognize her? No. Okay. Yeah. I was asking Bruno if he recognized you because I know that he's good friends with Lucas and Adrián, and I thought that maybe there had been an overlap, but he said no. Okay. Maybe one birthday party somewhere, sometime. His parents are Sergio y Vanessa. No te suena, no? Okay. Similar circles. Okay, so there's a possibility. Flow exercise immediately. But this is flow, not perfection, not precision. Just let it out. So the rules are no stopping. Okay, and I'm going to give you some tools for if you get blocked.
Okay.
I am thinking.
I use let me think.
Let me think. Yeah? Even I don't know what to say. I have drawn a blank. Because This is honesty, because the exercise, I'm going to record you. You have to speak for 60 seconds, 1 minute, without stopping. No stopping. I'll tell you that in a minute. It doesn't matter if you can pause, but you cannot stop, okay? Doesn't mean you have to go fast. You can go slowly, but you have to continue. It has to be continuous. It's supposed to be flow, okay? Yeah. Do you understand me? Enough, yeah? Okay. In the worst case scenario, say anything.
Okay.
You can even name stuff in English. Name stuff like TV, table, pencil, woman, boy. That's the worst case scenario, but it's better than silence for this particular activity, because this activity is flow.
Okay.
But you could say anything you want to in English. It might be something irrelevant. Maybe it's just something that pops into your mind that you would filter or judge normally, but I want you to say it, okay? The best you can. I prefer broken sentences, bad sentences, than nothing, okay? This is not about precision, okay? That's it. Now, the subject before was tell me about your day. If you want to tell me about your day, you can. Another option is tell me what you had for breakfast. And if you want to choose your own subject, choose your own subject. Clear? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, Estefania is going first because she's a pro. Okay, I'm recording you into my WhatsApp because later sometimes I will transcribe and maybe not, I don't know. Set an alarm for 60 seconds.
Okay. Today I got up at 6:30 because I have done Pilates exercise during 30 minutes, and then I was cooking with my boyfriend because we don't have to be finish the lunch for this day. And next of that, I put my clothes on, and then I go right to my job. During the morning, I have a meeting with my boss.
Okay,
No me he parado.
fantastic. Fantastic. Perfect. Okay. Any feelings or any criticisms or any corrections that you would like to immediately make?
Sí. No,
Just-
no estructuro bien las frases.
Okay. I don't think that's completely true, but write it down. You're only allowed to write one word in your book, structure, okay? My input, just one piece of input for that particular thing is you have to work on using the past tense instead of the present tense, okay? But that's enough. No, I don't care. No judgment, okay? That's it. Structure. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Structure, past tense, focus. Yeah, exactly. So, exactly. But we have to, one of the things that we have to work on for you and for everyone is the self-criticism, okay? It's there.
Okay.
I can see it, I can hear it, they can see it, they can hear it. You need to deal with it bit by bit, okay?
Okay.
So the only thing that you're going to have in your mind to improve on in the next one is structure and past tense. If you don't know how to improve your structure, I will look at that separately, okay? But I want you to concentrate on using the past tense instead of the present tense when you need to.
Okay.
Bruno, you're next. Doesn't matter. You're going to say anything. What's your subject? What's your subject? You have to have that clear first. Today, breakfast, or something else?
Breakfast, tengo una muy buena, que es que hay un amigo chino de mi padre que ha venido hoy, entonces puedo...
Okay, save
hablar de
it.
eso.
Save it. Okay, save it. In English. Okay, so remember, you've got these little tools if you draw a blank.
Eso significa me queda un blanco.
Yeah, exactly.
Hay como una expresión.
Yeah, exactly. It's a fixed expression. To draw no es solamente dibujar, it's like sacar una carta de la baraja. Entonces, to draw a blank es como sacar una carta blanca, no es como he sacado un blanco, ¿no? No he sacado nada. ¿Ya? Set an alarm for 60 seconds.
Today I had for breakfast a toast and 2 muffins. And a Chinese friend came to Cáceres and invited my dad to eat in a Chinese restaurant. I played with my sister too video games like Roblox, and I have drawn a blank. And I've eaten tortilla de patatas and bread, and es que no me sale.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Soy muy malo, ¿eh?
No, you're not. No, you're not. And that was better than 2 weeks ago. Wasn't it better? The one thing the one piece of feedback that I gave you in the notes, did you read them? Did you read the material? One of the, maybe I didn't give you the feedback, but I had it in my mind. The way that you move forward from, I don't really have anything to say, is details. Okay? Give a little bit more detail.
Detalles muy...
Just, any detail.
Vale.
Yeah? If you say, I play with my sister, one of the details is video games. That detail could be elaborated on because it was one word. You could say, we played video games. And then you could tell me what video game you played. And then you could tell me who won. Or you could say, I kicked her ass, or she kicked my ass, you know, and you can make a joke, for example. Yeah? Okay? I haven't said the absolute worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is that you say the word in Spanish. I don't really want you to do that, but it's better than silence. Okay? Like, but I want it to be an absolute last resort. Okay? You did it because you were like, tortilla de patatas. Okay? Which is actually fine. It's tortilla de patatas is Spanish omelette. Spanish omelette. Okay? No. You could say potato omelette if you have it in the right order, but and you could, but in European gastronomical circles, Spanish omelette is recognized and it's correct. Okay. So the only thing that I'm going to give you as constructive criticism now, which you can write in your book, is details. Okay? So when we do the next exercise, you're going to improve the details. Plus you have to write down Spanish omelette. Okay? You're allowed to ask me specific vocabulary after as well. If something comes up and you're like, oh my God, I couldn't think of the word, ask me, because we can move forward with your own personal vocabulary. Yeah? In my other courses, I have given vocabulary. I've given essential vocabulary, okay? And in theory, you are coming to me from a place where I have also given you vocabulary before, but also you, because you haven't come from that place, you are supposed to be coming from your own personal journey with your own vocabulary, okay? But if you need more, I will give it to you. But I'm not a dictionary, okay?
Okay.
No, because it's a bad use of me. You have a dictionary in your pocket all the time, yeah? It's what I'm here to do is to find out how to express yourself, yeah? And help you say things in English, more like expressions, okay? The newbies, they get a bit of grace.
Only today.
It's 60 seconds, 1 minute. How much time is it? You said it is. It is, affirmative. Is it, question.
I know.
Set an alarm for 60 seconds.
Three, two, one. Sorry, I'm nervous now. I don't know why. Today my day has been normal, and I can say one word, peace. It's very important for me, my word, and today my word has been peace, relax. I don't know why, because today is Monday, but all the thing has been perfect. The team, the children, the parent, the phone, perfect. So I hope. Bye bye.
Okay. For you, any criticism, observations, feelings from you?
In inglés o en español.
Whatever. Doesn't
La
matter.
cabeza me explota.
Okay.
Me vienen un montón de ideas, pero me viene siempre en castellano. Y entonces tengo que hacer clic. Y el clic es a una velocidad muchísimo menor.
Pero cuando dices click, estás intentando traducir
Traducir.
desde el español al inglés.
Sí, porque no pienso en inglés.
Vale.
Lo pienso en español y la idea en español van a 1000 por hora, pero digo, que no sabes todo esto, tienes que apañarlo así.
Ok. Eso es normal. Totalmente normal. Okay? Y a veces sometimes there is this affirmation that you should think in English. You have to think in English. You cannot translate from Spanish. That's impossible to force. That happens naturally. It will happen naturally. But you cannot force yourself to think in English. What you naturally do from the beginning, if you are an adult, is translate. If you're a child, it's different. Okay? Or if you have the ear amazingly well developed, you do both. Sometimes you think in English spontaneously, and sometimes you're translating. But if you find yourself still very much in the translation phase, that's okay. But what you need to do is you need to go slower. You need to talk more slowly. And it's a sacrifice, okay? You have to conform with that speed. You have to sacrifice velocity for articulation. Now, that's okay. Everything. That's the word you have to write in your book. Everything. No, write it in your book. Write it in your book. The word, everything. You said all the things. No se dice all the things. No. Unless it's specific, like all the things I want to say to you sometimes. But you're not saying all the things today that happened today. No, you're saying everything that happened today. Everything that happened today.
¿Y los verbos? Porque en los verbos tengo la sensación que siempre los digo mal.
We'll listen to it after. There's something I want to say about speed. So sometimes we have to sacrifice a part of our identity temporarily when we're learning a second language. It's frustrating. Maybe we are very used to being super articulate in our own language, super capable in our own language. I'm amazing in English. I'm an English teacher, you know, like when I came here, my Spanish was 0. She knows. She remembers me differently in Spanish. My Spanish is very good now compared to what it was.
And then too.
Well, because I'm smart, but I made lots of mistakes and I had to sacrifice lots of my identity, and it was difficult to meet people like Ima because I couldn't show who I really was. I was just this like little foreigner, you know, this little giddy, and it's painful. You have to sacrifice a part. You're just putting it on pause for a while. But it's also comforting to realize that we can never show the whole of us anyway to everyone or to anyone. We just show little bits, like little snapshots, like photos on social media. You know, when you show this photo, this selfie, and it's like, oh, I look perfect. And then like half an hour before, you look disgusting because you just got out of bed and you're like, eh. It's just a snapshot. It's not the whole picture. Okay, so it's just a snapshot. So you go slow and you just say a little bit instead of blah, 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 try and say a lot badly. Okay, they are your things. Okay, slow down. Everything, and it's okay to translate. Set an alarm for 1 minute.
So, I'm going to talk about my day. I woke up at 7:30 and I just went to the university and I started doing the round and talk about the horses patients because I work with horse. And then I start to make echographies to the mares and planning the week because tomorrow I have to do some OPU. That is my work is to make embryos in vitro. It sounds vocabulary a little different, but it's the vocabulary that I know. So then I just
If you want to continue, you can continue.
no.
Yeah. This is not. I don't want to cut your flow, but it's supposed to be a contained exercise. Okay. For you, we're going to look at some technical vocabulary. Ecografía, we don't say it. We say ultrasound.
Ultrasound.
Okay.
Right.
UPE or something. What did you say? UPE, EPU.
OPU is ovum pick up.
OPU is what?
Ovum pick up.
Okay. You pick up an ovule or something.
Yeah, the ovum.
Okay, yeah, you have to explain a little bit so like normal people can understand as well. Okay? Okay, yeah, so maybe instead of using that, because if you're talking to real people, normal people, you need to be understood, otherwise what's the point? Because everyone just looks at you and goes, you know? So maybe you can just say, I was doing a procedure. Un procedimiento, yeah, un proceso, yeah. So I was doing a procedure, and if you want to be specific with sheep?
No, mares.
Yeah, sorry, horse, mares, or mares, yeah? Mares or female horses. That's another thing that you need to look at, okay? Your S's. Typical error. Your S's. There were a couple of times at least that you needed to work on your past tense as well. It's not always ED, but sometimes it is and you don't say it, okay? So a couple of other, horse, for example, you said horse instead of horses. It didn't sound good. What else was the technical vocabulary that you needed? There were a few other pieces towards the end.
I make embryos in vitro.
Yeah, that's okay. I make embryos in vitro. That's fine.
And a round. Que no sé la ronda.
And a what?
Una ronda.
When you do your rounds. Yeah, that was fine, but you didn't say the S.
Yeah.
There were a few things that you said great, but you just didn't say the S. And so it's like a stupid mistake that lets you down. Okay?
That's difficult because in Spanish I...
Well, that's what you have to write in your book. You have to write in your book. Pronounce the S's or don't forget the S's. Do you have any of your own observations or feelings about that?
Lo que me pasa es como que yo tenía muy claro una como cosas que quería decir, pero cuando llega el momento es que ni en español. O sea, a mí esto me va a venir muy bien porque
Because-
en español lo que es como no me apetece hablar. porque
Yeah,
no
okay.
me apetece,
Yeah, so we're talking about a confidence issue or a public speaking issue, which is the same for everyone. Yeah, and I love you. I love you and I love your approach because you're always super honest. And I think it's important. Just to say, I don't know why, but I'm nervous is awesome. It's awesome, okay? Because it's good. Eventually you will be free of that nervousness because you're honest. Or it just doesn't have much power over you. I'm nervous too. I'm a teacher. I'm in front of you. You're all staring at me. There's videos on me. I have struggled with confidence a lot in my life. With verbal confidence, which is ironic and incredible because I'm teaching this now. I'm a singer. I had to get on stage in front of people. I had a terrible, terrible blushing problem. And I still have sometimes. Do you know the word blushing? Yeah? Yeah, exactly. Blushing. I still do, but not so much. But I had terrible, terrible blushing issue. Very bad nerves. And
Sorry, is get blush?
I blush. You can say I blush a lot. Or I get very red. You can say, oh, I go very red.
I blush.
Te pones muy roja. Me pongo muy roja.
Rojo, ¿no?
Yeah.
Pero blush también es colorete.
Yeah. Yeah, blush is as in blusher. I call colorete of makeup blusher. Yeah, so I'm wearing blusher.
But I heard blush. I put my blush.
I think that's more like a Spanglishism. I think.
I saw a video of makeup.
Makeup.
In English.
Yeah.
And she said
Blush. Okay, so yeah. I'm not saying it's not valid. In
know-
Britain we say blusher. It's possible that it's more of an Americanism. Just
maybe.
blush. I
know.
wear blush. Yeah, it sounds like an Americanism, yeah? I wear blush. But British people say blusher.
Okay. Maybe
Okay,
that
yeah.
Because I bought a blush.
Yeah.
And he
It said blush.
said blush.
Yeah, but that also is a play on words too. Could be, you know, for a British person, you know, it's blush, no?
Okay.
Yeah. So all the variations are valid, okay? So yeah, and that's it. One of the ways to get past those nerves is to be honest about them, not to make them such a problem, because they're not a problem. Tener el coraje de ser vista or visto. Yeah? To have the courage to be seen. That is super important. Speaking full stop in your own language or in English, but it comes into play with a second language because we immediately feel less, inferior. We know that it's not perfect. We know that we make mistakes. We know that maybe people are hearing our mistakes or seeing our mistakes. Okay? Where's my phone? Set an alarm for 60 seconds.
Hello. Well, I woke up at 6:30. I had a coffee. I say good morning to my doctors and a girl who is living this week in my house, who is a Finnish girl who has come with my doctor for an interchange. Then I went to the office. I said hello to my colleagues. I am working all the morning, and 2:30 I went home to have lunch with my doctors, and I went back to work.
Well done. Okay. Any of your own observations or feelings? Tell me one or two.
No sé, los tiempos verbales igual.
Yeah, some. Again, sometimes you use the present tense when you should use the past tense. That's very typical, okay? Basic level of speaking any language is indio, el indio, no? So where you stay in present tense and sometimes don't even use the correct pronoun, no? What's your question?
I
heard her.
And she said, I'm working. But it's better to say I have been working or I work.
I would have said I went to work.
No ha dicho eso, ha dicho que estaba trabajando.
Cuando he dicho estaba trabajando toda la mañana.
Claro,
Okay.
entonces sería como
Then
I-
it should be I was working
I was
all
working.
morning.
Pero he estado trabajando sería
It's
have been.
illegal. It's incorrect, okay? And we talked about this in the Essential course and the Explore course. This is a lesson that's super important with frikidos, no? Which is the verb haber, to have, yeah? Which is the king of all the perfect tenses. Yo he estado trabajando. I have been working. Es una traducción literal, pero no es el tiempo correcto para usar aquí. En inglés se permite en español, lo escucho un montón en español, pero no es legal gramáticamente, porque estamos hablando de un tiempo cerrado. Si estamos hablando del día, que no está cerrado todavía, seguimos
si
en el
por
día,
ejemplo ella sí quiere trabajando ahora después.
porque estamos hablando de su mañana y está claro que estamos hablando de su mañana y si está hablando de su día y es como, pues he estado trabajando todo el día y voy a seguir trabajando cuando llego a casa, es válido. Pero cuando está claro que está hablando de un tiempo cerrado, tiene que ser el pasado simple. I was working, incluso el pasado simple continuo, el pasado continuo, ¿no? I was working all morning. Porque en el momento que ponga all morning, ya cierra el tiempo.
Pasa lo mismo si digo I have worked, como he trabajado por la mañana.
No, it's also illegal.
Okay.
You can't say I have worked this morning. Unless you're talking about a list of everything you've done during the day.
If I say, for example, I have worked on this project this morning.
I was working on this project this morning. Because the moment that you use this morning, you're closing the time frame. If you say today, I have worked on this project today, it's okay, because today is still open.
Vale, pero vale.
You know, you can say to me, I have studied today. I've studied English today. That's totally fine. We're still in today, and you're listing one of the things that you have done today, and that's fine. But when you're talking about literally the moment that you personally close the time frame with the words this morning, that present perfect tense is not correct.
Okay.
And it sounds wrong. Okay, it's not just me being tickismickis. Yeah, it's not just me being particular. It's wrong.
It's all morning, not all the morning.
All morning, exactly. The te sobra. Yeah, it's one of the articles that is one of those very common errors as well. Very common mistake to use the when it's not necessary. Okay, and I'll always remind you of that. Okay, next round. Another question. Well, I think we said quite a lot. I think that one is a good one for you. Tenses. You said it yourself, tenses, so you have to work on the past tense like everyone else. And have very clear, because you now have it very clear, when you cannot use the present perfect. And it takes effort because in Spanish you use it. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Aquí sobre todo se usa un montonazo.
Es que si no, siento que si siempre utilizo el pasado simple, no, como que es como lo que le decía, ¿cómo te decía a ti siempre? Un recurso.
Un apaño.
Es un apaño.
Que no, en
Allí lo usamos un montón, o sea, que no me
en este contexto no es un apaño.
Es que nosotros no lo llamamos.
Y no te estoy diciendo que no lo puedes usar.
Pero es un apaño,
Pero
tener un lenguaje sofisticado.
No, eso es otra cosa.
Ah.
Tú quieres ir a lo sofisticado, corriendo, sin hacerlo bien. Okay? Like everyone. So you can use the present perfect, and there are plenty of contexts where it's very appropriate. Like if you're going to talk to me about what you have done today. Yeah? Well, I have been to the gym today. I have fed my dog. I have taken my kids to school. I have made food. If the day is open, if you're making it clear that you're talking about an open time, is totally valid. Okay? Stop arguing with me.
Y yo lo he dicho cuando me presentan, I'm from Seville, but I have been here in Cáceres for 3 years.
Perfect. Because you're still in Cáceres. Exactly. And you're still alive. Okay. So, second round is going to be like we did last time, okay? All this material you're going to read it at home. This is particularly important. I'm not going to repeat it, but this is particularly important for you because you were late, okay? But when I send this material, you have to read this. You and you. They know this because I've told them twice, okay? But this is like consideración, okay? With common sense. Okay. So, we are in the valley of conversation. This is something you can also read about at home. You will get the idea that I have this kind of fantasy land, which I use symbolically to help teach certain things in English, okay? And these 3 people did a course in the root lands, they did a course in the wonderlands, and now we're accessing the valley of conversation. This is where you get more content-based teaching from me, and this is where we're developing the speaking. Okay, and so what we've just done is, you can read that at home. We've just done the gateway to flow, challenge 1, and we're going to do now the gateway to truth, okay, like we did the other day. So now you're going to talk about something real. But, you're going to talk about something that you don't usually say, or something you really think, or something that frustrates you. Okay? Something politically incorrect, maybe. Something taboo. Okay? Is it clear? And now, if you want, you can write. Okay? You have 5 minutes this is where you can think about structure. If you want to ask me questions, okay, in those 5 minutes. Okay? And you can structure something. Okay? Again, still don't have to worry about being correct. I still want this to be about flow, but you can try to be conscious of the things that I have told you. You be conscious of the S's, you be conscious of the tenses, you be conscious of the structure. Yeah, I can't remember what I said to you. that I love you. I said that I love you. What did I get you to write in your book?
Everything.
Exactly. For example, you could try to use that now correctly, okay? And what did I say to you? Details. Yeah, the devil is in the details.
But we have to talk about something real or something
When I say something real, as in this is something you don't usually say. This is something that you would usually keep to yourself. Algo que normalmente te lo callas. Okay? Maybe it could be something like with your partner or your mother or your kids, you know, and what you really want to say is, I hate you, but you don't, yeah? So what I want is something uncomfortable almost. Something that you would normally keep to yourself, a secret. Yeah, obviously it doesn't have to be intimate. You can choose how intimate you are with me and with us. Set an alarm for 5 minutes. If you want to ask me any questions, you can ask me questions.
Por la cual es which.
What's the context?
Esta es la razón por la cual.
And what does it refer to?
Que cómo conecto eso. O sea, esta es la razón por la cual. Esta es la única razón por la cual.
This is the reason why. That's why I'm asking you the contents, the context. Because there are various ways you could say it. You can also say, for this reason, if you're starting at, you know, blah, 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 for this reason, I blah, blah, blah.
Es por la cual. Como es.
This is the reason why, I suppose. Yeah. Question.
Dice estresante.
Stressful.
¿Cuánto tiempo vamos a tener que hablar? ¿Medio minuto?
No. Yeah. No. 1 minute. 1 minute. Same. Same exercise. Same. Yeah, I said half a minute, but that's not wrong. That's not right. No, that means 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah, that doesn't mean half a minute. That means 1 or 2 minutes. And we could do 2 minutes, but there's not much time left of the class, so I'm going to do 1 minute. And there's going to be no feedback, and we're just going to go bam, 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 bam. And you have to turn your book over. You can't read it. Okay, I'm sorry. You cannot read from your book. Okay, what you have done is you've had an opportunity to structure your thoughts and to order your thoughts and to think about it, but you cannot read what you've written. Okay? So you have to close your books and you have to listen to your colleagues. Bruno, you have to close your book, okay? You have to close your books because I don't want you studying while the other ones are speaking because listening to your colleagues is also a very important part of this process. It's learning, active learning. Bruno, you're going to go first, and we're just going to go in order, okay? Set an alarm for 1 minute.
Bueno, espéralo un momento. Que solamente he puesto lo de something I don't usually say, ¿vale?
Yes.
A lo mejor me da para un minuto, a lo mejor no.
Whatever. You
No
still
lo sé.
can use these things. You can still use these
Lo digo porque si me quedo
tools.
así después de decirlo,
If
es
you're-
porque no se me ocurre nada más.
Whatever. You have to say something, okay? You have to keep saying something, anything. Set an alarm for 1 minute.
Something I don't usually say is that when I'm with my friends and they always go to the same places, I would like to share more places. But because it's a big group, I don't even try. And because I know not everyone is going to agree with me. Yeah?
I think that was the first one. Keep going. Keep going.
Espérate, déjame pensar ya.
I think that was the first alarm. Yeah. Wait. You're going to go again.
Pues me voy a inventar algo igual. I really think this.
Set an alarm for 1 minute. Second chance.
What I really think is that they are a little bit boring. They don't even try to share ideas or even think about it. So I have to keep it in my mind. And that's it, because I don't know what to say. So every time we meet up, I need to talk more because I'm more and more bored. And I don't know what to say.
Details.
Es que no sé qué detalle decir.
Okay.
Digo ropa, da igual, lo que sea.
Yeah. Yeah. If the worst case scenario, yeah. Anything. The worst case scenario is silence. Okay, so anything. But you can express more how you feel. You can maybe tell me their names. You could tell me something specific about them. You could tell me about the places that they suggest going, where you would prefer to go, for example.
Claro.
Yeah. But don't punish yourself for it. Okay, it's just exactly to get your mind thinking deeper and deeper and deeper.
Yo no traduzco mi mente, yo sí que voy pensando en inglés. Lo que pasa que tengo que pensar que
That's good. Okay.
lo que voy a decir.
Yeah. Just keep
No-
thinking why and more details and more details. Set an alarm for 1 minute.
This exercise is sorry difficult for me. Why? Because something I don't usually say is nothing. I can say everything to everybody, everyone. Why? I don't know. I think I can say everything. Perhaps I have rules. For example, don't hurt nobody. Or if the other person, if the other people wants to know something, I think. Perhaps I say softly the things, but I can't say if I think it's the place of.
That's good. Set an alarm for 1 minute.
Okay, something that frustrates me is the housework. For example, when my boyfriend says to me, I always make the cookie. It frustrates for me because I think, well, I'm doing a lot of more things than you. So it is the only reason why we discussing. So we have a good we talk about it, and we are going to resolve to pay a person to clean our house. I think Quiero decir muchas más cosas y mejor estructurado de las que lo he dicho.
It doesn't matter, okay? That's part of your consciousness, that there is always a big space between what you want to say and what you can say. Accept it, okay? And be patient with it. Set an alarm for 1 minute.
Something that frustrates me is the way that we learn English at school, because when we are learning English while we are 5 years old maybe, and I can't understand why with 30 years old we can keep a fluid conversation with all the time that we are practicing English at the school, and that really frustrates me, and I don't know how to say more because I can't remember what more I'm writing.
Cool. That was a nice thing to talk about. Huh? Cheater! Set an alarm for 1 minute.
Difícil, habéis elegido muy bien. Yo no. Well, today is my friend Diana's birthday, and we are preparing a surprise party for her on Saturday. What I really think is that I don't want to organize the party because the last week,
Good.
last weeks have been very busy for me. Because of my daughters, my mother, who my job is very stressful.
¿Pero qué te ha grabado? Vamos a ver. Tengo la sensación que no te ha grabado, ¿eh? Yo creo que te va a tocar otra vez. No te ha grabado. Ok, tienes una segunda oportunidad. Porque estos audios os los voy a mandar y los voy a analizar. ¿Me das un minuto más? Set an alarm for 1 minute. Second chance.
Well, today is my friend Diana's birthday, and we are preparing a surprise party for her on Saturday. What I really think is that I don't want to organize the party because I am very busy these days because of my daughters, the finest girl who is living in my house, my mother who needs a lot of cares, my job who is very stressful, and the housework and a lot of things I have to do these days. Se acabó.
La chica es de Finlandia. ¿Cómo se dice algo de Finlandia en inglés? ¿Alguien sabe? It's Finnish. La pronunciación igual que finish. I finish my dinner. That is double N, okay? Finish. She is Finnish. Okay, and the class is finished. Okay?